Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You're welcome. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m. And you know how we do this. It's the weekly live webinar of the Advanced Lounge community. Thank you so much for being here. You are all very, very warmly welcome. If you can see me or you can hear me, please let me see your comment in the comment section. Tell me where you can see me from or where you can hear me from. I want to know that you can see me and that you can hear me. It is the weekly live webinar of the Advanced Lounge community. We are here and we are live. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m. and you know how we do this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm always really, really excited when it's Thursdays, and it's and the time is drawing near for the webinar, for the simple fact that I'll be here and I'll be sharing with you guys on a topic that relates to our personal growth journey. And tonight we have something very interesting that we want to talk about. You guys, we want to hear this about this topic this evening. So thank you so much for being here. Let me see your comments in the comment section if you can see me. Hi Oneness, I see you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. We'll just take the next few minutes and to get more people on the call, and then we'll take this show on the road. As you know, these weekly live webinars are brought to you by the Advanced Lounge community. Yes, we're a community. We're having for people who are learning and growing and just becoming more valuable, to bring the value that they are the value, how valuable they are into the spaces that they operate. So in your marriage, in your parenting, in your job, in whatever aspect of your life, you need to become more valuable so that you can begin to bring that value to bear in the spaces that you operate. We are people that realize that the change that we want actually starts with us. Yes, the change that you want to see, whether it's in your place of work, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's in your parenting, whether it's in your community, the change that you are waiting for. Hi, idiot, I see you. Thank you for being here. I see you. The change that you are waiting for, the change that you are anticipating, expecting, the change that you want to see will actually start when you begin to invest. Take that searchlight back to yourself. You begin to invest in yourself and you begin to do things differently. The change must start from you. And it's interesting that this evening, that's the topic we are considering: transforming from within, looking at inside out personal development. Many times we want to focus on this person or that person or this situation or that situation, or this thing happened, the dollar is 1.5, or Tinubu is doing this, or my husband did this. Hi, OY, I see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, my mother did not do this. My father did not leave me an inheritance. All that. While all that may be valid, you actually have to begin to bring that searchlight back to you. The change that you desire must start from you, must start with you. And so the Advanced Lounge community brings these weekly webinars, these live weekly webinars every Thursday at 8 p.m. They are a way of us sharing knowledge so that we can begin to, equip ourselves better for the journey. The journey is far, the journey is long, and you need strength. And that strength will come when you are more knowledgeable, when you have more knowledge that you are able to hold on to do things differently. Somebody says that the definition of insanity is when you are doing the same thing over and over again, and yet you are expecting different results. So you want different results. We all want different results. We all want better. And indeed, we deserve better. Everybody wants to do better, to be better, but we must begin to know where we are starting. That journey will start from. That journey must start from us. That journey must start from us. And so the Advanced Lounge brings us this weekly live webinar so that we can be able to consider topics that border on issues around our personal development, personal growth, self-improvement. And so we host this weekly live webinar so that we are able to, gather that knowledge that will help us on our journey of personal growth. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community. My job is to show you the possibilities that exist. I'm telling you that the possibilities are boundless, they are bound, and that it is not only possible, those things that you are imagining, those things that you are aspiring for, they are not only possible, they are actually predictable. So my job is to show you the possibilities that exist, the greater you the possibilities that exist for you, and then to show you what to do and how to do what to do and what to do and how to go about getting yourself from where you are to where you want to be. It is absolutely possible. And so I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community, and that is what, in a nutshell, the community is all about. And that's just a little bit about me, that you can hear my voice and you can see my face. So thank you so much, for being here again. Yes, oneness, the possibilities are boundless. You better believe it. And you will hear, because of this webinar this evening, that first of all, we have to begin to believe these things in our belief first, but we'll get into that. So this evening, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about transforming from within, the power of inside out personal development. The power is inside of you. You hold the power, you wield the power, you are in control, you are in charge, and that power is in you. And so we're going to be looking at the inside out approach versus the outside in approach. What most times we focus on, we want to focus on the people, the circumstances, the things around us. And so what we do is that we give the power to these people, we give the power to the situations around us, to the circumstances, to the situations around us. And when we give the power out, we are unable to bring that change. But we are going to look this evening and see just how much power we have within us to begin to make that change, and how sustainable this change is when it comes from within, from inside out. When you start from outside in, you find out that the change may come, but it's not sustainable, because the basis of that change is not strong enough to hold the change, all the things that you are building upon it. And so we like to say that you have to build a strong basis, a firm foundation, that you can now build your towers of success, and everything holds. Everything does not fall apart. It will hold because it is built upon a strong foundation. And so this evening, that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the inside out versus the outside in, and just how much power and what to do to wield that power from inside out on your journey of personal development. So inside out, as you can imagine, it starts from within you. Inside out. So we're now going to just have a little understanding and the fundamental differences between what do we mean by inside out and outside in. So inside out means that you are going to start from within you out. And this starts with self-awareness. It starts with building your character. It starts with having those core values that drive personal growth. That is starting from inside out. It starts with self-awareness. It builds on character and core values to drive that personal growth. You remember, what you want to do is that you want to be a better version. You want to be able to be successful as a person, because I say that personal success is the basis for success in every other aspect of life. If you want to have a successful marriage, for instance, you are not going to come empty-handed and say, oh, I call forth a successful marriage. No, you are going to be bringing value into that space. And when you are able to have that personal success, then you are able to translate that value from your person and bring it into that relationship. And then we are saying that for you to have that, for you to build that personal growth, for you to have that personal success, you must be able to adopt the inside out approach. Start with self. I know that this person did that. I know that this situation did that. I know that this happened and that happened. It's all true. We're not saying it's not true, but I want you to be able to put aside that. I want you to bring back the focus to yourself, and let's start with self. And the starting point is self-awareness, is building the character and your core values that drive personal growth. While outside in, we focus on external influences. That's why you hear things like, my father did not leave me an inheritance, or my boss does not like me, or my husband or my wife is unwilling, or my children are just problematic. We give the responsibility to everybody and leave none for ourselves. No more. Because the only way to be able to have sustainable growth is by focusing on you. On you. And remember that I said that you are the most important piece on your life journey. Let me write in the comment section. You, I, Tracy, am the most important piece in my life journey. It's not in another person's life. Oh, in Tracy's life journey, Tracy is the most important piece. It's not being selfish. A focus on self, an investment in self, is not being selfish. It's so that you are able to bring value. Remember that nobody wants somebody who is a liability. Everybody wants somebody that when you are in a relationship or you are in interaction with, that you can draw something from. And you can only be that person that people draw value from when you have something to offer. And investing in yourself, paying attention to your personal growth, your personal success, will ensure that you have something to contribute to the spaces that you operate. And so that is why it is very, very important. But outside in approach, you focus on external influences and circumstances to guide your development. So that's why you hear things like, oh, I want to do an MBA. Everybody that works in my organization is doing an MBA. Everybody that works in my organization is doing an MBA. Yes, I see you. Oneness, you are the most important piece in your life journey. Yes, Ohima, yes, I can see you. You are the most important piece. No one as important as you. No one. You are the most important piece of your life journey. You better believe it. And that's the absolute truth. You are the most important piece on your life journey. But most times we are focusing on all these external influences. We are looking at this one. We are looking at that one. We are saying, oh, this happened, that happened, and then we give all the power away. We give all the power away to the people, to the circumstances around us. And you in your mind, you are making this, you are making this movement, but you are not having progress. Why? Because you are not building up something that is sustainable. If you decide to say, oh, I want to have an extra qualification because everybody in my office is doing an MBA, or everybody is doing the one that I hear very often, which yours sincerely is also very, very guilty of. Everybody is doing project management. We go and do project management. Everybody is doing this. Oh, we go and do this. No, 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 no. We must begin this transformation from inside and out. And we're going to quickly look at the differences between these two approaches, and then we will now see how we can begin to leverage the inside out approach so that we will have that sustainable growth on our journey. So the core philosophy of the inside out awareness, as I said before, starts with self-awareness. It starts with you. Please let me write in the comment section that it starts with me. The change starts with me. Let me write in the comment section, the change starts with me. Yes, because you are the most important piece. So you must emphasize it for us to be able to have this journey. I see you, Jennifer. I see you, Kuma. She said this stray bullet just got me. This stray bullet got coach too. I have my certification in project management. I just woke up one day and I say, hey, what am I going to do? Hey, where is the world going now? And I had this conversation, and they said project management is the way to go. That was in I think COVID year or the year after COVID. I say, hey, oh, everybody's okay. They say everybody's doing project management. So let's go. Yeah, in Australia, I went and got it too. Let's not even lie. Kuma says that this project management, stray bullet just got me. My sister, stray bullet got your coach too. We're not even hiding it. We'll tell ourselves the truth so that we can begin to move on. And so we need to understand that, to begin to emphasize, for you to be able to have this inside out transformation, this inside out change and growth, we must begin to emphasize that you need to understand yourself. You need to understand your values, your beliefs, your motivations, your behaviors. In the boot camp, in the Be More Accountability Boot Camp, which is the 12-week program of the Advanced Launch Community, which is the group coaching program which I anchor. It's where participants go through a structured 12-week program that they are able to equip and empower themselves with the tools, the resources to be able to grow systematically. We emphasize, in fact, your vision, your mission, your core values are you. That's where we start from. That's where we start from. And so this inside out approach to growth emphasizes that we must have an understanding of ourselves. And in the boot camp this month, I say it's our self-awareness month, because that's where that is the starting point. And we have a self-discovery workbook on our seller store that helps you. That it has 100 questions, journal prompts, exercises that will help you to know yourself better. And that's, in fact, you need to be able to go through those exercises for your sake. You're not trying to know somebody else. So many of us, we don't know ourselves. We don't know what we are capable of. We don't know what makes us tick. We don't know our strengths. We don't know our weaknesses. We don't even know, because we don't know the opportunities that are open to us, the threats and all that. You need to have a proper understanding of yourself, and that is how you can begin to harness, this inside out approach of transformation and of personal growth. And so we have to start from self-awareness. Another thing is that we focus on our inner qualities, as I mentioned: character, integrity, purpose. And this inside out approach is hinged on the belief that external success is a byproduct of internal growth. Help me write in the comment section. External success is a byproduct of internal growth. You see, but there are just some things that I say that just as sure as you say 1, 2, 3, and you will say the next number that will come is 4. There are things on your journey that if you do 1, 2, 3, the next thing you will have is 4, which is success. So when you adopt the inside out approach, you will necessarily come upon external success. External success is a byproduct of internal growth. Help me write in the comment section. External success is a byproduct of internal growth. External success is a byproduct of internal growth. We must begin to focus on ourselves, because what we want, yes, Idia, I agree with you. External success is a byproduct of our internal growth. Many times we must resist the temptation to begin to focus on all the externalities. Start with you. Go back to you. And that is the focus of the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. The focus is you. You have the potential, you have the abilities, the capabilities, you have everything that it takes to be great. I think it was the last bootcamp, I was taking a class, and I told them that, why is it that we have this idea that some people are made for a certain level of greatness and not us? Why not you? If not you, then who else? We must begin to enter into that headspace that the top, we are made for the top. And being made for the top means that you need to be able to apply yourself. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Apply yourself to be able to find yourself climbing to that top that you are made for. Another thing about the inside out approach is the process. The process involves regular self-reflection. It involves being mindful. It involves introspection, so that you are able to align your action with your core values. Your core values, your mission, your vision, your core values are an integral part of your personal growth journey. And I say that if you don't have where you're going to, that is, you don't have a vision for your life. Why are you here? What is your life all about? If you don't have that clearly sorted and mapped out, you cannot convince any other person. You cannot convince even yourself, much less any other person, of where you are going to. And so for you to be able to align your actions, you need to have your vision, your mission, your core values sorted out. We'll drop the link to the seller store in the comments. Please visit our seller store. You will see guides, you will see resources that will help you to sort out some of these things that we are talking about. And so you need to have your vision, your mission, and your core values in place for you to be able to have that alignment, your actions to align to your overarching, vision and goals for your life. And so we've said another thing about the process of inside out is self-leadership, which is what we cultivate in the boot camp. You need to be able to lead yourself. There are many of us, that is why we are looking at externalities. We are looking up to this person, we are looking up to that person, we are looking up to this thing or that thing to be able to know. So inside out approach of personal development will encourage yourself, to be able to lead yourself effectively. This involves you be able to set your goals, because you need to know where you are going to, especially if you have any hope of leading even others. Many of us just wake up. That's why we just wake up. Maybe we have children. You have not led yourself. You don't even know what is your life about. Why are you here? Where are you going? And all that. And then you have children. And all of a sudden, you are now tasked with leading these children, but you don't even know where you are going to. How can you now effectively lead these people? Do you now understand why I say that you have to have personal success? You need to be working on yourself, because at the end, it's not even only your life that depends on it. If you have children or you hope to have children, there are other people's lives that also depend on you being able to sort out some of these things. So that is why it's very, very important. Self-leadership. For you to have that leadership, you need to begin to, the approach you need to adopt will be the inside out approach to be able to grow on your journey. And another thing is that while our goals are driven, by personal values, by your passion, and by a sense of purpose. That is for the inside out approach. And then we now look at the outside in. The core philosophy of the outside in is external influence. As I mentioned before, you will look at external fact. It emphasizing reacting to things that are happening outside of you. So something is happening and you are reacting. So somebody is doing something and you are reacting. Everybody is doing, and there's this head mentality. Everybody is doing it, whether you understand it or not. And that is why in the bootcamp, I tell the bootcamper that you must question. You must be able to question. Don't just because everybody is doing it. No. Ask why. Normalize asking why. Why are they doing it? Why should I do? Does this align with me? Does it align with where I'm going to? Don't just do things because people are doing it or they said no, 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 no. But that is what the outside in approach emphasizes: reacting to and being influenced by external circumstances, by societal expectation, by external validation. Some of us is about that is why you need to go back and know yourself. Are you aware? Are you self-aware? Or how self-aware are you? Another thing is that the focus on in outside in approaches on external goals. So we are moved by things such as wealth, by status, by approval. We are looking for approval from this person, from that person. Even when there are some times that you enter into a situation, that this goes against everything that you believe in. Everything inside of you is screaming no, but you are going nonetheless. Why? Because you are looking at, maybe there's money inside, or you are looking at status, or you are looking at, somebody will approve, maybe a boss or a spouse or something. So that will not help. Another thing about the outside in approach is that it's reactive. So people often react. Maybe there is a pressure outside, or there's something, people are doing something, you now begin to react. You're not responding, you are reacting. You want to conform. You get your motivation from external, from people, from things that are happening. And most times the gains of adopting the outside in approach are short-lived. They are just short-term. They don't stay long. That is why adopting the inside out approach is more impactful, because you are able to build on things like your character, so that you have this firm and solid foundation, where you are building from. And so the key thing that we need to know about outside in and inside out: outside in, it begins with yourself. Begin with yourself, with your self-awareness. Meanwhile, that is inside out. For with inside out, you begin with yourself. For outside in, it begins with other people, external circumstances, people, things that happen in society. Then another thing, there is a stark difference between inside out and outside in, is that inside out is by your values. That is why you need to sit down and determine, okay, what are my values? The person, Tracy, what are the things that deeply resonate? If anybody comes across me today, what are the things that they will look and say, this woman, there are some things, there are some value system that there's a value system that you must have and hold dear, so that anybody that is interacting with you, we know that this is what this person is about. Do you know that there are some people that you want to do something, you say that, no, don't take it near her, oh, don't take it near him, oh. These people have communicated their value system properly. Nobody can debate it. And so we must we must build on the inside out approach. We are driven by values and a sense of purpose. Meanwhile, the outside in, that people are looking for rewards outside, external validations, and all that. The approach, another difference is that for the inside out, the approach is proactive. So you're not reacting, it's introspective. You are focused on aligning your actions with your values. You can see values coming up again and again. It is very important that you be able to sort out these things properly in the BIMO accountability bootcamp tomorrow, which is the masterclass 2 for the bootcampers. We are going to be talking about the power of vision. The power of vision, and then they are going to be able to sit down and bring out their vision, their mission, and their cover. That's what we are going to be doing in the bootcamp in tomorrow's masterclass. And then the outcome for the inside out, you find out that when you are adopting the inside out approach to personal development, it leads to sustainable, authentic success and long-term fulfillment, which is what we want. You don't want this touch and go. Today you are up, tomorrow you are down, tomorrow you are like this. No, you want to be able to build sustainably, and to be able to do that, to build sustainable and authentic success that brings long-term fulfillment, you must start that journey from inside out. The outside in can lead to unstable success. That means that success that one day everything will come crashing. You have heard of such people now that they say that they are successful, oh, then one day you wake up and say they are not. Meanwhile, there are some people that you've been hearing their names consistently because they built on character, they built on values, they built on a sense of purpose, and so they are built on a strong foundation and nothing is likely to crash it. But the outside in, because it's built on the wrong motives, so the success can come, but it's unstable. There is stress because you are aligning with things that don't resonate with your inner self, and then there's a misalignment with your true self. And so these are the differences between the inside out approach and the outside in. It's easier to be able to say, oh, to be able to move as when you are moving as people are moving, you don't think, you don't think, you just you wake up today, this is the rainy thing today, today this is the rainy thing. Oh yeah, now let's go. You don't put any thought to it, so it's easy. You just flow, you just go with the flow. But when you want to move against the norm, you have to sit down and think. Not only that, you have to be able to defend yourself, because people will come at you. They will ask, why are you doing, why are you in the olden days, people were not doing self-development, but they were still okay. Are we in the olden days? You have to be able to think things through and do things a little bit different. In the boot camp, my boot camper, especially in the last cohort, say, coach, we think too much. I say, yes, you have to think. You have to think, because everything that God has made you to be, and he has put it inside of you. So it's the thinking process that will help you, to bring it out. Are you still here? So are you for inside out, or you are for outside in? Let me know in the comment section. Which one? Choose this day. Which one you will go for? Are you for inside out or for outside in? Let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me know who the people that I'm talking to. Are you for the inside out approach, or are you for the outside in approach? Which do you choose? Let me see your comments in the comment section. If you are still here and you can hear me, thank you so much for being here. I'm waiting for your comments, and then we'll move this show. It's amazing how time will just be flying, so that we can move this along. Yes, can I see your comments in the comment section? And this is one said external success is a byproduct of internal growth. Yes, we heard that. Thank you very much. Are you still here? Which one do you choose? Inside out or outside in? Yes, one that says I'm for out, inside out. Correct, babe. We like more comments, please. We're now going to be looking at the core elements. For those of us that have chosen the inside out, that means we have rejected. Yes, thank you, Idia. I can see your comment. Idia says that I am inside out. Thank you so much, Idia. I see you. Thank you so much for being here. And so for those of us that have chosen the inside out approach, yes, Kuma says that there is a place for both. Overall, inside out is better. Yes, we're going to be looking, we're going in the course of the webinar, we're going to be telling you where a little bit of the outside in plays. There is a place, but most times we will not, many people will just adopt outside in, and there's no place for inside out. But if you want to build sustainably, then you have to build on the inside out. We're going to be looking at just where you just listen, be here. Don't just keep on to the dial. Don't change the dial. You will see where and how we're going to bring in the outside, just an element of the outside in, because building on the outside in is not sustainable. It will not give you the kind of success that is sustainable and is for the long run and will bring you the fulfillment that you need. Yes, thank you very much. Oyima says that I am for inside out. Thank you so much. So let's go on. So there are some core elements of the inside out approach. First of all is our paradigms, our beliefs, our perception, our belief. That, remember when I said you have to enter into the headspace where you know that the greatness is inside of you, that you are in control. You take back that responsibility. You take back that you take charge of yourself. You have to get into that space where your beliefs and your perceptions, because you get them aligned, because they shape your reality and they influence your action. So if you believe that there are possibilities that are bound, if you believe that you are in control, if you believe that you are the most important piece of your life, there's a way that ultimately that begins to shape how you even carry yourself, how you even look at yourself, how you even invest in yourself. So your paradigms, your beliefs and your perception are core elements on for the inside out approach. Another thing is that character, we said it's one of the bases for building that sustainable success. Your character, the role, the integrity, honesty, and other cover. That is why you need to define your core values. Define your values. Let it be clear. Let it be clear to you. And most of these things, you don't just define them in your head. You actually have to write it out, write it down, so that you are able to know. It becomes very real to you that this person, Tracy, this person, you that you are listening to me, these are my values, and these are the values that guide my actions or my inactions. There are sometimes that people come to you and say, come, let's do this. I say, no, not because what they are doing is wrong. And I say that it's not everything that is good that is right for you. Help me write in the comment section. It's not everything that is good that is right for you. So you determine what is right for you by defining your value system. It's not everything that is good that is right for you. So it may be good, there may be no problem. These days you hear things like, but it's not a sin. Yes, it's not a sin, but is it right for you? Is it even right for you at that particular material time? Let's say you are a student and you are writing exam at that time, and somebody says, let's go to a party. So going to a party may not be a sin. Going to a party, there may be nothing wrong with it. But at that particular time, is it right for you? So these are the things that you now determine. So if hard work, if diligence is one of your core values, then you know that no, at this time I shouldn't be partying when I should be reading. So you need to define. That is why it's important for you to define your core values, because the development of your character will rest on it. And that is one of the core elements of the inside out approach. Another thing is that it's your motives, aligning your motives to your goals. What are your motives? What are your motives? I went to do project management. What were my motives? Am I aligning with what were my goals at that time? So that motive for going for that course, is it a bad thing? No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with project management. Please understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that for me and at that time, what was my motive? And did it align with my goals for authentic growth? No, it was because somebody else told me that, oh, that is what they are doing now. and I just followed. I went to do. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you have to begin to understand. That is why you must think things through. That is why that development, that growth, that transformation must come from inside out. Don't the world, if you don't think for yourself, somebody else or something else will do the thinking for you, and you'll just be all over the place, and that cannot lead you to the success that you are deserving of, because you are deserving of success. But you must begin to put some of these things in perspective, so your paradigms, your character, your motives, you must align, because these are the core elements of the inside approach. And so we've said before that the inside out approach means that you are starting from within. The change must come from within. Yes, thank you, Oneness. I see you. Oneness says it's not everything that is good that is right for me. You got that right. It's not everything that is good that is right for you. And we say that the inside out approach starts from within. So, what are the benefits? Sustainable growth. If you want to have growth that is sustainable, then it must be rooted in character and in your core value. That is why I say that we may all be on the journey. Personal development is a journey. I say it's not a one time, once and for all thing. It's not that, oh, today I do personal development, tomorrow I don't know. As long as you want, you need to keep getting better, doing better. You need to keep working at all these things. And so if you want that, then you must be deeply rooted in your character and your core value. That is how it can bring the lasting change. So all of us can be on the journey. Indeed, I believe that we are all on that journey of personal growth, of change, of success. But our journeys will be different, because we will have different values, we have different core values, we have different visions, we have different missions. That is why you may be hearing me this evening, but you have to take what I'm saying and domesticate it to your current, to your person. So you may be, the number of people that are listening to me at this time, we're not going to apply this information or this knowledge you are getting in the same way. And so for you to have that lasting success, that lasting success, that sustainable growth on your journey, it must be rooted in character. It must be rooted in your core values, which you will be the one to define. I'm not going to be the one that will define your core values for you. I have mine. I've shared it before that somebody asked me, the advanced lounge has its own vision, its mission, its core values. Tracy Akbera, as a person, I have my vision, my mission, my core values, and they are distinct, because Tracy, the person, is distinct from the advanced lounge, even though I'm the founder and the anchor. So you must get to that place where you have these things, well stated and well properly documented, because your sustainable growth will depend on it. Another advantage of starting the process from within is that you have this authenticity, because you are able to align your actions with your true self. So that is why some people can be going off on doing this particular thing, but you know that, okay, at this particular time, this is not meant for me at this particular time. Instead, I'm going to do this at this particular time, because your actions are aligning with your true self, and it enhances you to be authentic, and it will bring you the fulfillment. Why it will bring the fulfillment? Because you know that this is what you want, and because this is what you want, this particular thing, you are giving yourself to pursuing those things that will give you that fulfillment at the end of the day. And so these are some of the benefits that come from starting from within. And also another advantage is resilience. Starting from within build that inner strength, because you have that self-awareness that provides a solid foundation for you to be able to navigate challenges. It's just like knowing that, oh, I'm supposed to be headed like this. So even though I meet resistance, I meet obstacles, I meet challenges on my way like this, because I have this self-awareness that I'm supposed to be like going like this, I'm going to find a way to navigate those challenges, so that I'm going to be moving forward irrespective of what I meet. And so that develops this resilience from you. And you can only develop that resilience when you are able to start from within. Nobody is telling you this thing. Hey, have you heard me say that nobody is coming to save you? If you have not heard me say it, hear it today. Nobody is coming to save you. Help me write in the comment section. If you don't get up and do something for yourself, I heard somebody say that you must be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hey, you must be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then you must do something about it, because the power to do so resides within you. The power to do so resides within you. Systems such as the Be More Accountability Bootcamp will give you the structure. Will give you the structure, will provide the resources, will provide the tools, but ultimately nobody is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your spouse, not your parents, not your friends, not your pastor, not your imam. Nobody is coming to save you. You will get up and you do the work. If you want to see that sustainable success, if you want the success that comes today, tomorrow is touch and go, well, you can do it anyhow. But if you want to do it properly, do it the way that it's supposed to be done, for you to have that sustainable success, that year in, year out, you are seeing yourself grow. You are seeing yourself transform. You are seeing yourself attaining higher grounds, covering territories, covering ground. Then you have to start from within. There is no negotiable. You have to start from within. It builds that sustainable growth, helps you to be authentic, and helps you to develop that resilience. Thank you very much. I see all your comments. Thank you. Idia says that the change must come from within. Yeah, she says also that nobody is coming to save me. Seriously, nobody is coming to save you. Oneness says that as well. Oyima says also that nobody is coming to save you. You better believe it. No one is coming to save you. And then now what we've spoken about the benefits of the inside out approach. Now I will tell you why the outside in approach is limited. It's limited. The challenges and the pitfalls of the outside in approach, it depends on external factors. So you are relying on external validation and circumstances that can be unstable. So today, your boss, if she's happy, she will do in a particular way. If she's not happy, she'll do in a particular way. Whether you are not, so the day she's happy, you are like this. The day she's not, you are like this. You are not. That growth cannot be stable. So that is why that validation must come from within. That relying on external validation and circumstances can make you to be unstable in all your ways. And you don't want that. Today you are here, tomorrow you are there. You cannot even say whether you are actually moving forward or coming backwards. That cannot be it. So that is the challenge. That's the problem with relying on the outside in approach. Another thing is that the changes may not be deeply rooted. Okay, what if you are is this your boss today that you are relying on, and tomorrow they change that boss to another person? So what are you now going to do? You will not change from A. You will not change. You will not start looking at B. How B will do like that. So the changes will not be deeply rooted and can easily be undone. And if the changes, you are changing, because on your journey of personal growth, as with growth, is that there must be change. As you are growing, them just like a human being grows and there is change, you must be growing and there must be change. And that change must be such that is firmly rooted, so that you can keep building, just like a building that you build brick and brick and brick until you have this very tall skyscraper. That's what you are doing. But if you are building and that is not deeply rooted, it's not firm, the foundation is not firm, what will happen? Everything can come crashing down, and that is what you don't want. So you don't want superficial changes. You want changes that are deeply rooted, and it can only be deeply rooted when it's based on the inside out. And also when your growth is based on outside in, it's not authentic. You are at the risk of losing yourself. That is why people they get into spaces and they legit forget who they are. They are all about the people they are with, maybe friends or in a relationship or in a space. You now get into that space and you completely lose yourself. You have taken on the identity of somebody else completely, because you are trying to conform, you are trying to do an outside in thing. Don't lose yourself. And the only way not to lose yourself in the process is to build from inside out. To build from inside out. And as I mentioned, the first thing on building from inside out is that you must develop self-awareness. Help me write in the comment section. Self-awareness is the starting point. Please get that journal, the workbook, self-discovery workbook on our seller store. We'll drop the link in the comments. The workbook, the self-discovery workbook that has 100 questions, journal prompts, and exercises to discover your true self. The first step in personal development, in personal growth, is to understand yourself. develop self-awareness. That is the first step. That's the first thing. You need to have self-awareness. Who are you? Do you know what makes you tick? Do you know what you can do, what you cannot do, what you are capable of, what you are not capable of? Can you say that you truly know yourself? There are some things that you need to do. I'm telling you, some of these things, they will not come to you just because you wish, oh, I wish I would know myself. I pray I will know myself. You cannot know yourself. I'm sorry. There are things that we need to do. There are things that you need to give yourself to doing so that you can begin to dig, to begin to know more about yourself. Sometimes we know more about the people that are around us more than we do about ourselves, and that's an error. That's an error. You cannot even enter into a proper relationship with somebody if you don't know your true self. So that is where you must start from. To be able to build from inside out, you must start from self-awareness. And how can you do this? Reflection. That is why that workbook is so important. It will help you. It will help you. There are many, many things inside that workbook. 100 of them. Journal prompts, questions, exercises that will help you to know yourself. Reflection. In the boot camp, reflection is key. I think, was it which day start what that was? I think it was it today. Take mindful breaks throughout the day. Just be able to say, oh, sit down on your own and just stop a little bit. Sometimes we are all over the place. Sometimes even when we catch ourselves not being busy, we give ourselves work to do. I think there was one webinar that was spoke about boredom, how you can harness boredom for your personal development. But most of us, we don't give ourselves right now. If I find myself not doing anything like this now, oh, you go to the phone and start scrolling. You will find something. Sometimes just take a break. It is good for your personal growth, even if it's 5 minutes of stillness. Take time to reflect. Engage in regular self-reflection to help you understand your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors. Another thing is mindfulness. When people hear mindfulness, what comes to them is this ancient meditation, something that people cross leg. No, mindfulness is being present. Practice mindfulness to stay present and aware of your inner experiences. Most of us, we are not mindful at all. Sometimes we even food. You're just eating food without even savoring the taste of the food. You need to bring yourself back, and you need to be intentional. If you're not intentional about, a lot of things will fly over your head. So you need to be mindful. These are the ways to develop self-awareness. And then you can also seek feedback from trusted sources to gain different perspectives on yourself. Another thing about we mentioned that the starting point is self-awareness. Another thing, that you need to develop your core values and be able to build on that strong foundation of character. Identifying your core values on your journey is a non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. You must identify, you must determine the values that are important to you and say, why are they important? Why are they important? You must be able to determine it. One of my core values is kindness and grace. I cannot operate where there is lack of kindness and grace, because I have abundance of it to give. I give it and I expect it. So I need to be in the place where I will find kindness and grace. What are your core values and why? I just told you one and I told you why. I can mention all of mine and I can tell you why they resonate with you, why they are my core values. And they cannot be the same as you. That's why I say that we are on this journey. We'll take the same information, we'll take the same knowledge, but we're going to apply it differently. So you need to develop your core value. Please get on go and get on our seller store. You will find even a guide to help you to develop your personal vision, mission, and core values. Then you need to be developing traits like integrity, honesty, empathy, resilience. And then another key thing to develop on the inside out approach is consistency. Consistency. Help me write in the comment section. Consistency. Then write three exclamation for me. Let me see your comment in the comment section. Help me write exclamation 3 times like this. And then put consistency, and then put 3 exclamation. Consistency is key. See, this journey is not a touch and go. It's not today you do, tomorrow you don't. It's a lifestyle. Somebody asked me that why is it that the boot camp is for 12 weeks? And I said that research has shown if you want to develop a habit, you stay with something 21 days. If you want to make it a lifestyle, then you have to go longer, to as much as 3 months, 12 weeks, for you to be able to develop a lifestyle. Yes, Linda, I see you. Idia, I see you. Yes, consistency is not a touch and go matter. You have to make it a lifestyle, and you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. So strive to align your actions consistently with your values. So it's not that today I'm in a space where there's kindness and grace. Tomorrow now I'm where everybody is shouting, there's nobody showing anybody any kindness. No. So you must be able to make sure that your actions align consistently with your values. Not touch and go, not touch and go here. Consistency. Thank you. I see all your comments. We must do this thing consistently. That is the way to be able to cultivate core values and character from the inside and out. And then another thing is to align your motives with your goals. So we'll be talking about motivation in the community this, I think, this month. And for this week, we are trying to see how important it is for us to have an environment that sets us up for success. So for you to, on your personal development journey, we spoke about consistency now. And for you to maintain consistency is not going to be easy, because there are some days that your motivation is going to be low. You're not always going to feel like it. But having that motivation sets you up to be consistent, and then sets you up to have the results that you desire. Did you get that? For you to have that consistency, you need to you need to stay motivated. So for you to keep doing something every day, every day, every day, you need to make sure that your motivation is right, so that you can be consistent. And when your motivation is right and you are consistent, then you can have the results that you desire, that you envisage. So you must have the right motivation for you to stay consistent, and then for you to have the result. And so ensuring that you have that authentic motivation is very, very key. That is why that motivation, that growth, that change must come from within, must come from inside and out, so that you are ensure that you are that the motivation is not hinged on something or someone, so that when the day that something or that someone is not there, everything comes crashing. No, the change must come from within, so that you can draw from within you to be able to stay motivated on your journey. So the motivation is intrinsic, is within you. It comes from within. It comes from your purpose. It comes from your vision. It comes from your core values, and you are able to draw from it. And because something is coming from within, you are not able to make your environment in such a way that it sets you up, for you to be able to succeed on your journey. This is very, very important, and this is why the journey must start from within. The journey must start from within, and you must be able to align your motivations with your goal. You must be able to make sure that you have the right motivation from within to be able to achieve your goals. So quickly, what are some strategies for you to develop your inside out development? First thing, there are things on our journey. In fact, in the boot camp, there are things that the boot campers know that they must do. Things like journaling. People don't understand just how important journaling is. Journaling will help you to reflect, because for you to be able to start writing down, you must think. Even if you are writing maybe a gratitude journal, it will require that you are thinking, okay, how did my day go? And when journaling is done correctly, it's not only about your day. You are able to review your journal. How did my last week? How did my last month? You are able to review like that. You are able to learn from what you did right or what you didn't do right, and you are able to move forward. And it's a strategy, because all these things, you by yourself. You sit down with yourself. But I like to say this: call yourself to a meeting, you by yourself. Tracy Nigeria Enterprises Limited, which I'm the CEO, I'm the MD, I'm the COO, I'm the CFO, I'm the board of directors, and the lawyer, and the everything, company secretary, everything. Sit down with yourself. There is power within you. Please let me write in the comment section. There is power within you. There is power within you. There is power within me. See, we underrate ourselves too much. We give our power, we give power away to other people too much. Please stop it. The power is in your hands. It's in your hands, and it's within your control. These things that we're talking about, but you need to give yourself to that self-discipline and consistency. Yes, Idia, I see you. The power is within you. Is I agree. The power is within you. Let me tell you, the power is within you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We are rounding up now. Another thing to do is meditation and mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices so that you can enhance your self-awareness. And that's another thing to do for your inside out growth, for your inside out transformation. First thing, that you want to do things like journaling, then meditation and mindfulness. Then you must have your personal vision, your personal mission, and your core values, so that they are able to guide your actions and your decisions. Did you know that we are the sum total of our decisions and our decisions? Many people think that our lives are a sum total of our circumstances. So something happened in 1979 or another thing happened in 1992, that we are the sum total of those circumstances. No, you are the sum total of your decisions, of your actions, and even your inactions. So when you know you're supposed to take action and you refuse and you do nothing, let me tell you, the report card will wait for you down the road. When you're supposed to do something and you actually do something very well too, because the report card is waiting for you down the road. And I like to say that the difference between one person and another is that the one person does and the other person does not do, and it will show whether you people are twins. If one person is doing, another person is not, then the result will show down the road. Another thing, another strategy for inside out development is continuous learning. You must give yourself to continuous learning. Give yourself to continuous learning. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about how you're going to balance out the inside out approach and the outside in approach. Just one thing, you are able to be adaptable. That adopting the outside in approach will come in to help you to be adaptable to external changes while you maintain your inner stronger foundation. So things are happening because change is going to come at you. Change is going to come at you, but because you, okay, let's say in your organization, there is you need to maybe for you to grow in your organization, you need to do something, maybe get a qualification, do something differently. But now you're not just going to wake up and say, oh, everybody in my organization, to get an extra qualification, they do an MBA. You now tell yourself that, okay, you go back into yourself, you now go back to your inner foundation, your values, your everything that you have determined on the within on inside of you, to now say, okay, how does this having an MBA align with my values at this time? And then that is going to now determine whether you do have to do an MBA, or maybe you have to do something else at that particular time. So that is how you have to keep an eye on the changes that are happening, because changes will come at you. Whether you like it or not, changes will come at you. And that is also why you need to keep learning, to keep yourself abreast. And that is how, but you are responding, you are not reacting. Respond, not react. You are responding to the changes on the outside and not just reacting to them. So you are coming from a strong basis, to be able to take the decisions and to be able to take actions. But everything must align with your true self, which you have determined. And so now, all these things that we have created a system, as I've mentioned, where we are able to take people like you that are mindful, that want to invest in their personal development and their personal growth through a system called the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. It's a 12-week program that takes you through a structure with support, that gives you access to tools, to resources, to coaches that will help you on your journey to having predictable growth. You will actually catch yourself growing in the bootcamp. So I want to invite you to join. The details are scrolling on the screen. The cohort that is ongoing now, you can't join, but another cohort will start on the 30th of September 2024. And so you can begin to prepare, to join that cohort. You want to be able to close your year strong. Before you know what's happening, we are going to be saying Happy New Year, and it's going to be 2025. And you don't want to keep doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. And so I want to invite you to join there's a wait list. You can join the wait list, you can pay in installments and get yourself ready, for that process. There is nobody that goes through that process that comes back and says that, oh, they are the same. No, as long as you are engaging the system, then you are going to have that change, that transformation, that growth. And what we are trying to do ultimately is build a person that is successful, build a person that has personal success, so that you are able to bring that success, that value into the systems that you operate. Thank you so much for being here. These webinars are built only for an hour, and an hour has come and gone. I want to thank you so much for being here. We're going to drop links in the comment section for our seller store, for the wait list to join the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. Please do well. If you are not in the advanced lounge, we'll also drop the links to join the community where we are learning and growing and just becoming more valuable. Thank you so much for being here. It has been the most amazing time. I've had such a great time just sharing with you guys tonight. Thank you for being here. Next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. sharp, we'll be here with another edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar, where everything about personal development is on our radar. We believe that the change that we want to see in our situation, in our circumstances, in our nation will come when we begin to focus on building ourselves to be more successful. My name is Tracy Akwera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community, and it will be my utmost privilege to be able to guide you from where you are now to where you see yourself be. And I say that you are deserving of every success, you are deserving of every forward movement, and you deserve to invest in yourself. So please do this, and let's all be more. Let's all be more. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the Advanced Lounge. See you in the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, and see you next week, Thursday, for another edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week. Bye now.